Keep going, please. A little more. A little bit more. That's perfect. We're back, part 2, Mr. Miata. That's what I've officially named the car. I don't know if the young man who owns it has named it, but that is the name I've given it. After Mr. Miyagi, for those of you that know Mr. Miyagi. Do you know Mr. Miyagi?
No.
Oh, you've never watched Karate Kid?
No.
Wow, pathetic, Marie. Shame on your parents. We're going to start by disconnecting the rear sway bar link. Now, I've unhooked the one on the other side already, so we can get this little guy right out of the way. Disappointed.
Really?
Never watched Karate Kid.
You know my movie history.
Yeah, like none.
Yes.
Because you basically don't watch anything.
Basically not. But you know what I did watch before you?
What?
Endgame.
Endgame.
That's all I needed.
Yes. But I've gone and seen it now, Marie.
Oh, good.
But you know what I watched that you didn't?
What?
Every other Marvel movie. You can't just watch Endgames and be like, yeah, I'm a Marvel fan.
Think of all that time I saved.
Yeah, really, I guess.
Yeah.
I want to get somebody to fill in the blanks.
I did.
So there. Like I said, the other side's unhooked, so I'm just going to leave this kind of there for meow, because we are changing rear sway bar too. Just leave her hanging. Unhook the rear strut. Now, up inside. Hey there.
Hi.
Up inside the trunk, I've already disconnected the top of the strut, so I didn't have to bring her up and down. And frankly, I already did the other side, so I was already up in there. I'll show you the process of putting together. Driver's side is a little bit trickier than passenger side. Passenger side is easy, pull back carpet, there it is. Driver's side had some other stuff in the way. There she comes, there it is. Make sure you're safe. Should be good. All right, let me get a prying apparatus / screwdriver. Pry drivers we call them. A little bit more, Marie, a little more. Whoa, stop right there. Out comes the strut. Piece of cake to take it out, and I'll show you we got these Koni adjustables with Flying Miata purple upper strut mounts, I guess they would be. Just like we did for the front, we're moving the ring in the rear to its furthest most up position. That's clicked in. This is what he has for the top. I don't know the significance of them. They do have a swivel orbital bearing in here. Well, I'll show you. I'll put the bushings in and then I'll show you. And it also comes with a couple of these bushings now. Evidently, certain brand shocks have, I don't know, this is probably 12 millimeter, probably these are 14 millimeter spacers, so some of them have a bigger shaft, so anyhow. Every tool has a hammer side, right?
Right.
I would have to guess that the screwdriver is the most abused tool in the shop. They get used for pry bars, chisels, scrapers, hammers. So that bushing's going on the inside. That one is in all the way now, right? Yep, and I can show you that that is a swivelly ball orbital socket.
Pulling out all the words.
I don't know what it's called. Not a Miata guy. We have the bump stop. When they were very specific that it is designed tapered, but it does not matter at all in the rear. They were more specific with that than they were in the front. So we're going to slide that baby on. Just wherever I leave it up here. They said it doesn't matter because it's going to be smushed anyways.
Oh.
That's what the directions.
It specifically says that
their
in the
words, not
instructions?
mine. Yes.
Wow.
I gotta go get the nut and the lock washer, and we'll put it together. So the springs are also labeled. There was no specific directions right side up. I'm just doing it so you can read them in case you take it to a car show and people are like, "Oh, sick," something like that. I don't know. We're gonna get our mount set on here. And then we gotta put it in a spring compressor. But I wanna see if I can get a nut started on it. So I'm gonna push this down. We're gonna get a nut out. We're gonna try not to send the tool cart slinging across the shop. And then we can put it in the spring compressor a little bit easier because I assume the scratch is really easy. Okay, that's all I got.
Is it ready, Patty?
Yeah. Okay. Whew. That's about all I had. So now that I have it started, we can put it in the spring compressor, you know, not trying to get all of its jiggly bits from falling over. You take that, young lady.
Okay.
I don't think I'll take you guys. I'm just essentially gonna smush. I'll take you. Who am I kidding? We'll stick this in the compressor. We don't have to push it very far. Lucky for us, somebody left their sweatshirt here. No idea whose it is. So we're gonna use that as our safety thing.
Scratch resistance.
Yeah, it is a scratch resistant sweatshirt. It's a Champion sweatshirt.
Yeah.
So I heard they're like really good.
Champions in the sweatshirt world.
I'm gonna put a little down pressure on it. Not a lot. Okay, where you got your lock washer?
Yep.
Put that on there.
Locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded.
Actually, I don't think we can officially say that until it's actually locked.
Right. Ratchet. Where's my 19 mil socket? Oh, it's over here. Right where I
Saying you have
left
a
it.
habit of leaving things places, but
And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna put it back together. So now that little guy's on there. It did come with some new studs. So we'll screw that in. We'll screw that one in. We'll use an 8mm stud installer,
what? I didn't know there was actually a thing called a stud installer.
basically. You'll learn so much when you're here, Marie. You'll learn things you didn't even know you needed to know.
Yeah, see?
All right, there's that. Those are in and tight. We'll put it up in the car. Special request that the flying Miata thing faced where you could see it from in the trunk, I believe. And I've
He's
got
gonna
these.
take it to a car show so everyone can read about it.
He asked me specifically, but he did use the words, not to sound childish, but could you please? So I said, absolutely.
That sounds like something you would say.
Yeah, if it was mine, I'd want them, but you know, in case somebody takes out the carpet in the trunk or something.
It's very important.
All right, we will slip this little guy back up in there. The flying Miata part is legible from inside the trunk area.
I don't know if I'm on there really good, Eric. This could be painful for you. Am I on
And
there?
it looks good enough.
Okay, I guess we'll find out.
I'm going to rotate this so we can see the Koni part sticking out. Okay, up. All the way. You're good.
Alright. Yeah, I know you have, but it's in the right spot.
Whatever. Now, I'm going to line up the lower part of the strut here. Wiggle it around with the screwdriver / alignment bar. We'll get her started. And it's only about 1/8 of a hole off. I did spritz it with the film. I don't go tightening that up just yet. Let's go to the trunk.
What do you got?
So this reuses the factory nuts. Bofa. Bofa these nuts. See, I told you I could fit it in there. You said I couldn't.
I didn't say you couldn't. I
try to fit it in my everyday sentences every day.
Yeah, you try to fit it in. Every time you have 2 nuts, you have to put it in.
Correct.
Every time.
Basically. Let's see. So this hides back behind the gas filler neck. Makes it slightly inconvenient. Oh, here comes the choo-choo.
Second time today.
Alright, there's those. I'm going to tighten them up by hand. And then there's a bracket. I believe this is just the tin thing just for the spare tire stuff. I don't think it adds any structure to this car.
It looks about as structural as the car is.
You're gonna make some Miata people upset if you say stuff like that.
Okay.
What did you call this car?
Little and cute and small.
And adorable.
It's adorable!
Use the word adorable. If you say that in front of a Miata guy, he's probably gonna be like...
But Eric, I'm adorable, so they wouldn't be too mad.
Oh, okay. Is that how it works?
Yes.
So I couldn't go up to another dude and be like, dude, your car is so adorable.
No, but I pay you $20 to do it. Just to see you call a car adorable.
What's next? A man bun?
Oh man, I'm sorry, but I don't think that the whole man bun thing is great.
You wouldn't like me with a man bun?
No.
I don't think I can get one anyways. My hair doesn't quite grow like that.
I think you would drive yourself crazy trying.
You really think I would have a man bun?
No.
One of my, not that I threaten my kids, but one of the things I tell them as a, consequence, we'll call it, is that I'll cut their hair.
Is that how cut? Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't have time out, go to your room. Nope. Dude, I will cut your hair.
That's right.
Just like mine.
Style gone.
Yep. I use #1 on the clippers, and that's what you will get.
That's right. And goodness knows they couldn't live with no hairstyle.
Oh no. Right now they're into the
whoosh.
The whoosh,
Yeah.
The big front fin thing.
Uh-huh.
And I guess that's better than a man bun. So they got that where it's like
Eric, there's a lot of hairstyles that are way worse than what your kids can do.
business on the side, party on the top type thing.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what they have. And skinny jeans.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm actually really surprised you're okay with that.
It's fine because both the boys are like skinny as a rail, so it kind of looks normal.
Actually, you're right because one of my brothers wore skinny jeans. So I didn't actually know they were skinny jeans.
Right. Yeah, both your brothers are like toothpicks too.
Yep, they are.
Well, actually, all your brothers are.
Johnny apparently isn't so much of one anymore.
That's because he's in the military.
That's right. Beef him up. Gave him chicken push-ups.
Okay. There. All right, now we're done with that. All right. So, that's in. You can see the flying Miata part. I've done the other side. You can also see it over there.
You see it?
We're not going to show it. They're just going to believe us. They believe whatever I tell them, right? It's the funniest thing.
It's because you video almost everything.
Not everything. I only video
Almost.
like 1 car a day, maybe.
No, this is part. See, this is the second part of this car, and then you also did another video.
I did a video while I was making a video.
Yeah, actually, that's impressive.
That's deep.
Yeah. It's like the phone in the video of a phone.
Oh, on Red Link today. Yes. Some of the people don't know who Red Link are.
They what?
Seriously, there are people in this world.
I am
who
one
do
of the
not
most
watch.
sheltered individuals ever, and I know about them.
Some people don't know about Good Mythical Morning. Should we give Good Mythical Morning a plug right now? Go check out Good Mythical Morning. It'll pop up.
GMM, man. Oh, but they're on a break for the summer, so you have to check out all of their old videos.
And then if they're watching GMM, they ain't watching SMA.
Well, they're already watching SMA. They already love you. They have more room in their hearts for somebody
I
else.
wouldn't say that we're like in love.
Okay. They
You know,
like
they might
your
love
videos.
me like they love a good pair of slacks.
Yes. Okay. There's different words for love.
There's I can't think of any.
Agape,
There's
filio.
agape love, yeah. Agape love is what? Like unconditional.
Unconditional, yes.
And what'd you say?
Filio?
Filio, that's like brotherly love.
Yeah, like, I love you, you love me.
We're a happy family.
I knew
With a
you were
great
gonna
big
say
hug.
that.
You don't know Karate Kid, but you know Barney.
Actually, I never watched Barney either. Or Winnie the Pooh. Tom and Jerry, that was my jam.
That was your jam.
Yeah.
At least watch like the Dukes of Hazzard or anything. So this, I believe, was supposed to be glued to the carpet over here in the corner, which it is not.
At least they could have done like a fancy pattern with the
They
glue.
didn't. So we're just gonna stick that back where we found it. There we have. Okay, I need to go wash my patties. Did we tighten? Yeah, I tightened it up.
Yep.
I went and washed my patties, talked to my boy Josh.
Put gloves on.
Put some gloves on for the dirty work. Don't worry, somebody will comment about that. And then there was only a few clips in this that I took out. So we'll put the few clips back in. This one was broke. I did not break it. Before it flip out. It was actually back here.
Hey, why didn't you put it back in the back? Come on.
It's fine.
Aesthetics are important in a car like this.
Not a trunk.
Yeah, because obviously he's going to be opening it up and showing people his new struts.
That is true. Then there's this thing. I think it's the hand crank for the engine. You know. Like an old tractor, you know.
Oh, man.
There's that. Get my tool back. Now this was already laying back here. I don't know where it goes. It looks like something associated with a battery. If I was to take a guess.
It's a cat bed.
Looks like it goes on top of a battery. All right, we left things exactly how we found it. I just feel like a real ding-dong. We put all that stuff together in the trunk, and I never made the adjustment on the strut, which I thought about. I'm like, well, it's gonna be kind of silly because every time he wants to, you know, tweak his suspension, you have to pull all that crap out. I don't know, maybe you can reach around it to do the adjustment. I don't know, we'll find out. If not, I'll take it all back out, or at least that metal thing.
How do people tweak their suspension?
It has adjustable shocks. That's what we're doing here, man. These are all adjustable. You can, if it's like not banging into the corners right or something.
Oh.
Duh. There's that side. Now, the new sway bar for the back came with new bushings because it's a larger bar, and we reuse the saddles. I'm gonna take that off. And over right here, and it's hanging up in my face, we will take the link off because we are reusing those also. There's that. Get your workout.
That's him. Feeling good with this one.
This one's a little more snug. She's behind the muffler. Get stuck. Just enough room. There's that. Now this one we'll just take the link off when we have her down on the ground. This bar is going to come out way easier than the front.
I basically could have done that.
Pretty much. It's so easy. A girl can do it. That's all I can say.
Really?
It is called the tuba goo. So these are tapered. You'll have to look at your, I guess, tapered in the sense that they're
Tapering.
tapering, yes. So you'll see what we're gonna do. Pay attention to your old one. Not rocket surgery here.
It'll fit on there.
You got the bushing?
Yeah.
You got the
I
tuba.
don't know if it fits over the end.
It's split.
Tuba goo.
It's a split bushing.
Oh, wait, this one too?
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
Here, give me some goo.
Okay.
We gotta show the people.
Show them how to put goo in a tube.
Correct. There's that. And then we'll twirl it around with our finger. I think it's just silicone grease, to be honest with you. There's that.
Did it?
Let's stick that up on there. You got the other one? I'm gonna stick the other side on, folks. You're gonna have to believe me. Obviously they do. I've told you they believe everything I say, right?
Leave it all.
Okay, there's that
I was thinking about his special instructions about being able to read them in the trunk. I thought it's very trusting that he would have you do work. He's very specific on his vehicle.
The fellow who owns this car?
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
means-
He's a nice boy.
exactly. It means he really trusts you that you would do it.
Well, what else am I gonna do? Hold that bar, will you?
Okay. The workout continues.
Put on both of these. If I could finger it out here.
Right,
I'll get the
tidy.
other side started. So I've tightened up the saddles there to factory spec. And we're gonna install the links. Now I'm gonna put them in the middle hole.
What would you decide on the middle?
Because that's the easiest one to get to.
Okay.
And it's kind of the mid setting. This way here, if you want more oversteer, more understeer. No, actually I think the rear sway bar will make the back end loose. Or not. It said something in the directions about what the rear sway bar adjustability does. Makes it come around. I think it depends on if you're drifting or whatever. Anyhow, so that's all in. Going with the middle setting, just because. And then we have to compress the suspension to tighten up the lower bolt here on the passenger side and the sway bar because these are not polyurethane bushings. So we're gonna put a little weight on it. There's that one. That's a rookie mistake there. On the top one, we're going to use a little extension. Should be able to sneak right through that. Tweaked a little bit. That should be fun to adjust. So lucky for me, you can get to the other side barely get your hand in there. So these are the little adjuster knobs, and they say the recommended setting is 3/4 of a turn from full soft. So I'm going to assume full soft is the full minus. According to directions, it's supposed to say soft and firm, but we're going to say plus and minus. So you just stick these little guys on. See, make sure it's not bottomed out one way or the other. We go to full soft. And I just give them one turn back from full soft. Now the other side, let me show you. So on this side, you can get your hand in here. I had to kind of hold this in between the meat nuggets and then weasel my hand down in there. Now if you have skinnier hands, you'd probably be able to fit in there just fine. And then you can get to the top of it kind of blindly. I was able to peek through and see the plus and then, you know, rotate it till it came back around. So I know I have one turn on it. Perhaps this could be, you know, modified slightly if you were to, you know, cut this out just a smidge, you know, and then roll the edge over so it wasn't razor sharp. Then you could get your hand in there just a tick easier. But you know, again, I don't know what's easier set, if it's like set it and forget it, or if you're like, you know, I'm going to the mall, I'm gonna need more plus. I don't know. Never had anything fancy like this. And I was also reading the directions, and they did recommend on the rear sway bar to use the middle hole. That's it for part 2 on the Miata, and that's it for all the series on the Miata. It sits just about like it did with the factory stuff. I can't judge how it drives or, you know, how he's gonna tweak and tune it. All that paperwork comes with the struts that he put on it. And that is up to the end user, what they do with it, how they adjust their sway bar and adjust the shocks. And I don't even know how you determine that, if you just go out and drive like a maniac on the streets until you figure it out, or if it's oversteering or understeering or plowing or whatever they call it, spinning out. So you do your mods. That's it. I'm going to keep motoring. It needs a wheel alignment now, so I'm going to get that done. It does come with wheel alignment specs. It has adjustable control arms front and rear on the lower half. That has cam bolts in them. I've sprayed them down. Hopefully they're friendly. And that's it. I'm going to keep on keeping on. Go down there in the comments. Keep on clicking that like button. Subscribe. Ring the bell. All that stuff. Just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.